Guys, this is the Digital Revolution podcast. It's your boy Jay. You guys already know what it is. I hope everybody's doing well out there. I hope everybody's having a blessed, happy Easter Sunday. Today is Sunday. It is Easter Sunday. It is April 9th, 2023. And I wanted to make this message short. I had to get this message out there to my subscribers. Guys, if you like the information that I'm sending out there, please like and subscribe. Guys, it's going to get dangerous as we go into this recession, as we go into the job cuts, as we go into the hyperinflation, as we go into more volatility and uncertainty, we're going to see an infestation of crime. Now, I do not want to, I have to preface this by saying, by no means am I trying to transfer my fear onto the viewers here. I do not want to do that. However, like I say, a lot of the times the writing is on the wall. And if it looks like a duck, smells like a duck, quacks like a duck, guys, we go over how there's a correlation between inflation and crime. That's beside the point today. The point that I wanted to say to all you people out there is that try to get right with God. You know, I know that I'm trying to get right with God. Whatever your religious beliefs are, or just try to get right with yourself. Try to get your house in order. We're going to come up against, if you live in a heavily, densely populated area, you know, be prepared to see an infestation of crime. Be prepared to see an infestation of crime. We're going to be seeing all kinds of violent crimes, particularly robbery. I hope you guys can hear this. Hope this is recording, but yeah, we're going to see an infestation of crime. I'm getting all type of downloads. I do consider myself an intuitive empath, a high level psychic. I do not get paid for it. I do not charge people for it, but I do consider myself highly psychic and an intuitive empath. But don't go by that. Go by what you see. Go by what you feel. And guys, I felt the need to put this message out there. Keep your eyes and your ears open, particularly if you live in a densely populated area. That means that if you have your headphones on, do not wear your headphones. Make sure you're keeping 360 degrees awareness of your surrounding. That means checking your back, checking your front, checking your sides. If you have a dog, I suggest that you get a dog. A lot of people are saying that, you know, get whatever training that you can, prepare. We do not want to spread fear out there, guys, but something is going down. It is about to go down. Whatever it is going to have to do with the crime increasing, or there's just being an infestation of crime. You know how like there's termites in a house, or how there is cockroaches in a house, and the cities are going to become infested with crime. I think in the future, you won't even be, once the sun goes down, you won't even be able to go outside type of crime. Guys, I think that we can see in the coming months, and possibly we're going to see a complete collapse of the government sometime in June, or at least a correction in the stock market by 50%. A lot of people are going to start feeling poor. But guys, the typical economists cannot necessarily tell you how it is in the field. You got a lot of common economists that are making their upper middle class. They have no connection to how it is on the field, on the streets, what is going on the streets. What is going on the streets? And guys, I see what's going on the streets, and I see that the Dow is little by little is turning up. We're going to see people just going into like Dwayne Reed and CVS and just robbing the place. We're going to see people just robbing people. We're going to see people desperate. Maybe some of them be your neighbors. Maybe some of them people that you loved and you trust. Who can you trust? The message that I wanted to get out there was, yes, about the crime, but also about intuition. This is going to be a little bit of an intuition one-on-one. I do not want to make this video long, but guys, the first thing that we learn about how to use our psychic abilities and our intuition is to trust your gut. When your gut tells you something, you need to trust it. If you get into a situation, guys, listen to me and hear me out. If you get in a car, if you get on a train, if you go somewhere and you feel something in your gut that says something is not right, then you need to leave. You need to evacuate. Your gut is trying to tell you something. Your instincts is trying to tell you something. Your intuition, your sixth sense is trying to tell you something. And guys, what I learned from a great psychic who taught me about psychic abilities is that pay attention to your visions, pay attention to your dreams. Now, understanding about how the matrix really works, it could freak you out. Understanding that possibly, guys, that we're in a simulation, that a lot of us are, we're getting up and going to work and thinking that we're working. But at this point, if the money is fake, then we're all just faking it, right? If we're all just going to work and and the money is not worth anything, and the government or the Federal Reserve is able to print money out of thin air, then to a certain extent, guys, we're all just faking it. I don't want to go too deep into this. Again, I wanted to make this podcast short. Hopefully I can make this one short. And but this is not a laughing matter. I'm dead fucking serious. Guys, pay attention to your surroundings. Pay attention to your intuition. Um, try to get right with your loved ones. Try to get right with yourself. Whatever you believe in, just try to get your house in order. Try to get out of debt. Because we're coming up on in June, and in the years to come, we're gonna come up on severe volatility. By June, July, we could see that. I mean, guys, if you start hearing in the news that people that work in the federal government, people that work in the government are walking away from their high-paying jobs, then you know we have a fucking problem. If you see that again, the banks are collapsing, right? The debt is outstanding. If the debt is outstanding, then the banks are no longer able to extend credit. That means that you won't be able to get food in the grocery store. And this is not to spread fear, but how are they going to pay the cops? How are they going to pay out? How are they going to pay out all the unfunded liabilities of Social Security, welfare? They cannot pay it out as it is. They have to either tax you to death or print more money. So with the de-dollarization, all the dollars are going to be flooding. We're already seeing that those other countries like Saudi Arabia, they no longer want to trade with dollars for oil. And all these other countries, particularly in Africa and with Russia and the BRIC nations, they want to de-dollarize. That's going to send all the dollars flooding back to the US. We're going to have inflation. Yes, it's going to be short-term, steady. And that's going to give people a lot of a false sense of security. But then once those dollars come back and we start having all this other volatility, then we're going to see crime go up. Already, 50% of the commercial real estate is broken, at least in the tri-state area. I don't know if you guys live in New York, but if you go into Midtown, at least 50%. Well, I don't know if it's at 50, but I know that in certain areas it's over 50%. That the real estate is nobody's there. And guess what? They may never come back. And my theory is, guys, they're never going to come back. And when they come back, they'll be on another fucking planet. Okay. Because remember, the whole thing with with stealing the money and all the reasons why they're doing this is to diversify to get onto another planet. So this is not the only planet. A part of the collapse and a part of the increase in crime is deflationary. It does crime that what is Catherine Austin Fitz? This crime that pays stays, but it also is deflationary because we're gonna see a lot of violent crimes. I mean, it's just endless, guys. And I do not want to spread fear, guys, but if the people that are running the show are lawless, and it's not just going to be like one person that's committing the crime, it's going to be like groups. We're going to see groups, particularly of young men. I think I forget exactly what the actual statistic is, but something like from the ages of like 15 to like 29 age group is the most violent. They have nothing. The generations that are the millennials and the ones that are younger than the millennials, they're being heavily programmed. They're being heavily brainwashed. Not only are the children being killed in the school, and not to be political, because again, even though I talk politics, it's just a level of awareness. What do for me to be labeled as a political just because I'm being aware? No, politics has nothing to do with it. It has everything to do with self-awareness. Whatever you want to label that, fine, whatever. But guys, crime is going to go up. We're going to see an increase in crime and violent crimes. Um, I just pray that, you use whatever tools you have. I'm going to be asking the Oracle guys, stay tuned. I got a lot of good things happening. I have Oracle. We're going to be asking the Oracle what's going to happen in the future. I'm also going to be doing some movie reviews. I've been kind of low energy myself. I've been going through my own issues myself. There's all kind of attacks out there, right? There's EMF attacks. I don't know if you guys tuned into my last podcast, but I talked about the electromagnetic radiation poisoning that's happening, particularly in the highly populated areas with the 5G. And that, don't know what I can say and not say, but that the jab is connected to the 5G, and that they're finding a lot of heavy metals in the jab. And again, that's something that we're going to be doing a little bit more research on and try to bring that information out there. But I just wanted to say, use your intuition, use your intuition, use your intuition, use your gut. If something doesn't feel right, most likely it is not right. I hope everybody stays blessed. I hope that we can explore these options and solutions better. One of the solutions is that you won't be able to go out at night. You won't be able to go all night because the streets are going to be infested with crime. And guys, I just hope everybody stays blessed and stays safe. All right. See you on the next podcast.